It's a special what's happening to all my soldiers over there in Iraq. Everybody right here. What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got. Start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey! That's right. Rihanna, let's get it!
So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life.
We did it again, homie!
Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life.
Never mind what haters say, ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they ungrateful after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my protege, homage I think they should pay. Instead of being gracious, they violate in a major way. I never been a hater, still I love them in a crazy way. Some say they sold the yay and know they couldn't get work on Labor Day. It ain't that black and white, it has an area that's shaded gray. I'm west side anyway, even if I left today and stayed away. Some move away to make a way, not move away cause they afraid. I brought back to the hood, and all you ever did was take away. I pray for patience, but they make me wanna melt they face away. Like I once made them spray, now I can make them put the K's away. Been thugging all my life, can't say I don't deserve to take a break. You'd rather see me catch a case and watch my future fade away. That's right.
So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my
I'm the
life.
opposite of moderate, immaculately polished with the spirit of a hustler and the swagger of a college kid. Allergic to the counterfeit, impartial to the politics, articulate, but still a grabber by the collar quick. Whoever having problems with their record sales, just holler tip. If that don't work and all else fails, then turn around and follow tip. I got love for the game, but hey, I'm not in love with all of it. Could do without the fame, and rappers nowadays are comedy. The hooting and the hollering, back and forth with the arguing. Where you from, who you know, what you making, what kind of car you in. Seems as though you lost sight of what's important when depositing them checks into your bank account and you up out of poverty. Your values is in disarray, prioritizing horribly. Unhappy with the riches cause you're piss poor morally. Ignoring all prior advice and forewarning, and we mighty full of ourselves all of a sudden, aren't we? That's right.
So live your life. You steady chasing that paper, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where it'll take ya, just live your life. Cause I'm a paper chaser, just living my life. My life, my life, my life, just living my life. My life, my life, my life. Let everybody watching what I do. Come walk in my shoes and see the way I'm living if you really want to. Got my mind on my money and I'm not going away. So keep on getting your paper and keep on climbing. Look in the mirror and keep on shining. Till the game ends, till the clock stops, we gon' post up on the top spot, living the life, the life. And a brand new city got my whole team with me alive, alive. I do it how I wanna do. I'm living my life, alive.
foda, né?
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. How we doing? Happy hump day. How we feeling out there?
It is Wednesday indeed. I am happy about that. That means it's only a couple of more days left of the week. Yeah. Happy Wednesday, folks. Hopefully y'all have had a great week so far. Welcome over to the podcast. Not one, but two. Here the guys. I'm Nichelle Speaks. Here with my co-host.
Your boy, Bearded Legend.
In the house. What is good, folks? Welcome into the stream. Crafty, I see you. Thanks so much for being here right now. I really appreciate you. I was thinking about this after I yawned. You said, I feel you. You said, I feel you. Brother, let me tell you something, man. I don't have any room to complain. I'm going to say that much.
Yeah.
This has been a good month for me. Like, it's been a really good month for me financially. It's been a good month for me. I can't complain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was feeling, I'm not going to say I was, but feeling so good, you know. I just gave Crafty some money yesterday. Just for nothing.
Just for nothing.
I said, here, just because. Just take this. Go do something. Like don't go to the grocery store. Like, use it for you.
Yeah.
You know, do it for you. So, and you know, that's what you do. Like, for me, I don't know. I guess the older I get, I care more about what I can do for other people.
Mm-hmm.
More so than myself, because it's not really a lot that I want anyway. There's some things on the list I want, but
yeah,
not anything that I'm just dying to have right now. But to see other people, you know, be able to do something for somebody else,
mm-hmm.
it's pretty big to me. You know, the Bible tells us it's better to give than receive.
Yep.
You know.
Indeed. I
Yes,
feel you on that one.
Yeah. So how's your week been, man?
It's been good. I got some pretty exciting news. I wish I could tell you I was getting a raise, but not yet. But no,
It's early for that.
Right. But I had actually got selected to play in a golf tournament with one of our higher ups at work.
Oh, okay.
So
hey.
that was pretty cool. I was like,
That's what's up.
Tiger Woods is coming back.
Right. Now you gonna have to practice and put some impressive moves in there, because hey man, that's a blessing right there, to be able to say that you are, you know, you just not getting in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you have an opportunity to like mingle and to, you know, hit a few balls with somebody that's high up on the chain.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But overall, the week's been pretty steady. Not much going on, because I'm still kind of new to everything. So, you know, I'm not getting a lot of work. You know, so my boss, because sometimes I kind of get here and I'm like, man, I really want to do something. What can I do? And my boss, she tells me all the time, it's like, look, enjoy the downtime while you can, because next year you're going to hit the ground running. And I was like, fair enough. So if I don't have nothing to do, I just kind of find something to do. But I mean, overall, it's really been good. It's really been fun. That's really about it. I know this weekend is homecoming weekend for our school down here, so we're gonna be hanging out with friends and just enjoying company and watching football. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But
How
what
was
about your
how was
week?
y'all? Well, well, before I get to that, how was y'all's little getaway over the weekend?
Oh man, it was fun. It was really fun. That was actually my first time in Daytona. Um, Besides the Airbnb that we stayed in, it was good. I would give it. I would give the mini vacay a 8 out of 10. You know,
Uh,
we were able to actually get out and see stuff
yeah.
when we got there, and we actually went on to the campus of one of the HBCUs down there, and it's a beautiful campus. They were having a parade when we went down there, so we got a lot of footage, and we actually passed Daytona Speedway, which was awesome. That stadium is huge, man.
Oh
Absolutely
wow.
huge.
Nice.
So we were able to pass it. We were gonna actually try to go back after the game and take some pictures and stuff, but one, it was too dark. Well, it got dark and they were directing traffic a different way than where we came in. So
Hmm.
um, we we were gonna walk on the beach, but we had to kind of walk around and get down there, and it was high tide at the time. So I was like, nah, we might not want to do this. Cause
Right.
I'm the only one that knows how to swim in a high
Oh,
tide.
oh Lord.
So I was like, if we get caught in in a rip tide, one of us ain't gonna make
Yeah, we can't have that.
it.
What's
So
up, Guru? Welcome
Guru,
on in, bro.
welcome in, and
Thanks for being here.
so. But yeah, overall the vacation was pretty cool. It was well needed for sure.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes mini vacays ain't always a lot, but it
Yeah.
definitely recharges you.
Yes.
So you know, I'm looking forward to like a longer vacay at some point.
Honestly, for me, the last time I had a vacation was when we went to DreamCon. That
Mm-hmm.
was July. Here we are, almost in November, and I I definitely need a break. I don't know. I kind of feel it like in intervals, maybe every 3 months or so. I kind of feel like I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to make an effort to like schedule that out next year since this year's pretty much over with.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just go ahead and just finish the year out strong. There's no point because we got the holidays coming up.
Right.
So
Right.
there's gonna be autumn. That's gonna be downtime for everybody. So I'm gonna just take that and run with it and just where the chips may fall, they'll fall.
Yeah.
Um, but my week has been pretty good. It's just I've been really really busy. I know I feel like I say that all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
let me just clarify. When I say that I'm busy, that's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing.
Yes.
Very good
Yes.
thing. It's a blessing. It's what it is. Just to be in let me break this down. So to be in my line of work, to be busy is a blessing
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of people who do what I do who are they not busy. They're struggling and barely can get anybody to look their way.
Yeah.
And with me, um, maybe I should give myself a little bit more credit. Maybe I should pat myself on the back because I've been in the game for 14 and a half years. So maybe there's some credibility that I built up over time, meaning I don't really have to like search for people. People search me out.
Yeah.
Like I know it. I never search out for people. I'm not in people's inboxes. I don't go around talking to people when I'm out. They just come to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I heard about you. I see your work. I want to work with you. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's to the point now where I'm really, really like up against the wall with who else I can take. I can't really take anybody else right now at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally have to like let go of some people in order to do that. And I don't really
Yeah.
want to let go of who I got right now.
Right. Right.
So I'm in a good space. So right now I'm just trying to navigate through balancing out stuff work with kids and family, and then personal time and doing things that I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a bit of a challenge for me. So I'm starting to kind of cross the boundary a little bit with opening up my Saturdays, and the only reason I'm doing that is because usually I'll have some people that need to make up something for me with me,
Right.
and then we'll just do it on a Saturday. But I even have clients that be like, "Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to do that?" And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Well, yeah, because I'm a man of my word. I'm integrity.
Mm-hmm.
I take that seriously. Like, people pay me, I want to give them what they paid for. I'm not trying to like just you give me money and I don't give you service.
Right.
So, and it's never really like a lot on the weekend. It's maybe like two people, maybe three at the most, and then
Mm-hmm.
I got the rest of the day to myself. So,
Right.
like this weekend coming up, I'm barely gonna see my wife because she's gonna be there. She's going to work, and then immediately after work, she goes to this women's meeting.
Mm-hmm.
There's she has some friends that she meets up with. Some of them go to church with us, and they meet twice out of the month. So I highly encourage her to do that because it's only 2 times out the month that she gets to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
so she'll be gone for a couple of hours. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do, man? Like, I could work, I could boot up a stream, I could do quite a few things around
Yeah.
that time period. So Saturdays and Sundays are pretty much my days to regroup, to rest, to assess how the week is gonna go. Because my weeks really are tiring, man. They really are. Yesterday I feel like I was on E. Came home, took a nap today too. I'm glad I can do that. 'Cause some people
Mm.
can't.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But this week has been great, man. It's been really good. I got zero complaints. Zero
Good.
complaints. My kids are good. Wife is good. We're in a good space. Healthy conversations going on
Yeah.
in the home, which I'm trying to be intentional about because sometimes I do come home pretty tired.
Mm-hmm.
But I know one of my sons, he won't. If he has something to say, like land in my middle,
Yeah.
he's gonna come to me. He's gonna like, Dad, like, and then he's just gonna start talking. I'm like, okay, what do you
There you
need?
go.
Just follow me. Just follow me into the room. So he's not gonna just lay across the bed, and I just make him sit on the bed with me. I said, okay, go
Yeah.
ahead and say what you want to say.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
but yeah,
funny.
man. Yeah, I got nothing to complain about, man. It's good, man. Many blessings for sure.
That is good. That is good. And guys, if y'all don't mind, copying the link and sharing it on your socials, man, we definitely want to get some more people in here. I think this is going to be a really fun topic that we're going to talk about. Also, if you are not following us on our socials, you see the little scrolling icons going on between the two of us on all socials: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
Right?
We do need to get a Facebook page going and something else. I can't remember. I can't
Well,
remember. I don't know.
we do need to do that, and we probably should be we probably should be a little bit more active. I'd say on some of these platforms. I know for sure. I know for me at least. Um, I got 2 Instagram accounts that I
Okay.
navigate between, which is my fitness and then this
Mm-hmm.
content creation, and then there's hours. So I need to like. I don't know. Maybe I should because I've been scheduling a lot of stuff. Like I use Google Schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put it in my schedule what I need to do on that particular day. And even if it means like, hey, put up a Instagram post or a reel or whatever, it can be a quote,
Mm-hmm.
just something, just to get the traffic going. Because we would love to get some people to come from all different platforms because we know
Yes.
here on Twitch it's very difficult for discoverability, and I guess they're working on it. I don't know if it's successful or not, but I do know that the old formula was making content on other platforms so that you can pull them into into where you primarily stream at, which is where we stream here. So if you want to go over to YouTube and check out our stuff, because Twitch doesn't keep the VODs that long, but they're on YouTube forever as long as we have an account. We would appreciate it. And like I said, like he said, go ahead and share those links. We would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Whether you're on IG, whether you're on Twitter, we definitely would love to get some people in here for today's topic, because I feel like everything that we do, everybody can benefit from it at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. Like, we just got a follow from BXW5. Welcome in. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Good evening. Appreciate you. If you don't mind letting us know, if you want to, how'd you find the podcast? We would love to greet you properly, because Twitch is a big world, right?
Very big world. It's definitely not that small world like Disney says.
I'm a blessed man. I can't complain. I woke up. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's a bar.
First blessing of the day is opening the eyes.
That is a whole bar.
Because I don't know about you, I can't remember when I fall asleep. I just go. I just go. Before I know it,
go ahead.
Before I know it, I'm back up again. So I just don't ever remember going to sleep.
Really? It used to be like that for me.
Yeah.
Working in the hotel business. When COVID hit, they moved me to the night shift because with my diabetes and everything, and people with existing diseases and illnesses were more susceptible to getting COVID. And so it was just like, I'd go in at 11, I'd get off at 7. And then the crazy part about it was, when I came home, I'd come home and stream for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I'd fall asleep. And then I don't even remember falling asleep, because normally I'll just lay on the couch and watch YouTube or TV. Yeah. And then next thing you know, it's time for me to get up and go to work. So I'm like, well.
Man, just pass out. Oh, gosh. Yeah. He says he found us on Just Chatting.
Hey, let's go.
All right. Thank you so much for just chatting.
That's what we like to hear.
Right. Just let's give a little brief intro, because I know you're new here. There's most of the people that come through here are just people who we know through the community and stuff. But I'm Initial Speaks, and this is my co-host.
I am Bearded Legend.
Bearded Legend, and we are the two bearded guys. Obviously, we got beards, right? Content creators. We've been friends for a number of years. Decided to come together and create a podcast that talks about Christian values and some life-related stuff as well. And he says God guided him here. That's what I'm talking about. Look, you in the right place. You in the right place.
Oh, in the right place.
Yes.
And now that you're here, you saw your ticket get redeemed, so you can't go nowhere now.
Yeah, you here to stay. We got you. Did you get a tattoo?
Nah. It's a henna.
Oh, I'm looking at your arm. I'm like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, nah, it's a henna. Because I've been talking about getting a diabetic tattoo. I just kind of wanted to see how it was gonna look on my forearm.
Yeah.
So
okay, I think that's a great way to test the waters out, to see if you really want something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is forever. So
yeah. So it's just a matter of time.
I know. Let me see. I know I am. I feel the Holy Spirit right now. Hey, yes.
You finna make me get up and start
running
around.
Right?
And going to a praise
You
break.
know, you know when the spirit is present.
Whew.
Amen.
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 Amen again.
Absolutely. And we got our mod here in the chat, Just Crafty. That's my wife right there. She's guiding the chat and probably trying to put my boys to bed. They got about 5 minutes before they go to sleep, but they don't really go to sleep. They just lay in the bed and just be like,
Just like we used to
playing.
do.
Yeah, of course. You know, mom was like, go to bed, and then we go to bed, still be up for like 2-3 hours. Here, screaming
Let's
in the
see.
hall in the living room, go to sleep.
All right,
Coming here with the
so
belt.
all right, so I just put our YouTube channel in there as well, BX, if you don't mind me calling you that. So normally what we do, we started off on YouTube, and we decided to come over here on Twitch because this is where most of our community resides. So what we do is we do our lives over here on Twitch, and then we upload our VODs to YouTube. So there's the link if you want to drop us a subscription over there. And, we try to post them right after the stream. If not, then the next day. That way people that miss it, they can go check it out.
Right. And the vast majority of those podcasts are found under the live tab. They're not actual videos because we've, primarily just streamed over there, but they're there.
Mm-hmm.
They're there. So, if you ever wanted to go back and kind of see, how it all started. And like I said, we've been doing this for how long? I mean, I know we started.
We technically started in 22, like the end of 22.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then we took a really long hiatus. I
We-
think
we-
it was 9 months.
Right, we took 9 months, yeah. So what we used to do was we used to stream twice a month, and that was every other Friday. Well, then obviously life happens, so we decided kind of fall back a little bit because we didn't want to just, how to put it, help me out here. I guess we didn't want to overdo it, I guess, because we both had lives. Especially with me. I used to be a car salesman, so I was always like out late. We ended up taking a break, like a not planned break. I'm gonna put it that way because it was definitely not planned.
Yeah, we were doing 2 podcasts a month because, like he said, we wanted to do something and create something, a collaboration that was long term, but we didn't want to make it stressful. We didn't want to add any pressure to our already busy schedules because we at the same time you was in the car business, in the fitness industry.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 children. And I'm managing home, and it's a lot. So we decided to go ahead and do it once every other week. But since coming back, we've been consistently doing podcasts weekly.
Mm-hmm.
We probably have missed about 1 or 2 weeks, maybe,
Yeah.
since we started the back. But I feel like we created more podcasts now than we did when we first started.
Yes.
We're episode 24 now, so in here, which we're going to actually break the ice here in a minute about this subject.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can't skip this podcast without bringing this up because I don't know where you're from, BX, but I don't know, maybe you're in America. But we're here in the United States of America, and we are in the midst of a life-altering election right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people. A lot of people have a lot of things riding on this right now. Let me first say that the country is really not in the greatest state right now.
No.
I know so many people who can't even live by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have enough money to survive. They have to have roommates, and food's going up, gas is going up, everything's going up except for salaries. So it's some hard times right now that we're going through in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God that He has His hand on me and my family, that we really don't struggle. Yeah, at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Thriving is different. It's a different definition for everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
all my bills are paid. I can eat. I can pay my bills, get food. If I want to get other things on the side, I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't have to borrow anything from anybody. I don't have to ask anybody for anything. Thank God, of course. But there's some people out here who do. So there's been a lot of tension, so to speak. Like every 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like every
Yeah.
4 years, we have to deal with this this conversation, and you can't get away from it.
Nah.
Not if you stay in America, you cannot get away from the presidential election. You can't, and nor should you. Nor should you. If you live here, this is your business.
Yeah.
You should not avoid it, and you definitely should pay attention to it. So, if you're somebody out there and you haven't voted, I want to encourage you. If you have, the rights to do so, go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Go do it. Do your due diligence, especially if you Black. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just talking to my son about this last night. He don't understand. He about 18.
Yeah.
But I told him, like, once upon a time, Black people didn't have the right to vote.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, this just kind of went back in the time of segregation, back in the 50s and the 60s and stuff, which was before our time too. But
Mhm.
we're educated on that. And I don't even know if they talk about that in school, if I'm being honest. I asked him, he acted like he was oblivious. So I'm like, did they take that out of history or what?
Nah.
So I don't.
They done changed a lot now with the especially with the whole math thing. Like it takes
Oh,
a million
gosh.
it takes a million years before you get to the answer.
The boy, he got an A in math. I don't know. He didn't get it from me. I don't know. But anyway, what's up, Carlos?
Welcome in,
Well,
sir.
I haven't voted. Granted, my vote doesn't count over there. That time ain't that far behind. It was not that far behind. It wasn't that the 1960s. That wasn't that long ago. Oh,
No.
no, not that long ago. But yeah, we were just talking about the presidential election, Carlos, and how it's been dominating the mindset of everybody and just really saturating the news like there's nothing else going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes you think, man. Like nobody's paying attention to nothing else. I think that's kind of scary.
Look, you hadn't heard
know?
nothing about Diddy.
Dude,
Nothing in the past
Nothing.
2 or 3 weeks.
nothing. People forgot. It's just so like people that probably still remember, but most people ain't thinking about that right now.
Right.
I still want to know. I still want to see the list.
Ooh.
I still want to see the
Boy.
list. We're gonna talk about that. We haven't talked about it. We haven't touched it. One day we will talk about the Diddy situation. We will, if y'all interested in hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but do you hear a noise?
Mm-mm. Not right now.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like, I don't know, like you push a button in Discord and it's
And
not
it starts.
anything.
Is it like an echo or something?
It's not an echo. It's like a sound of confirmation. Like you push a button and it goes beep, 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 beep. It's just, that's the best way I can describe it.
Is that do you have your notifications on to like if somebody sends a message in a Discord?
No, because I don't never have that on.
Oh, okay, because it did. Because it ain't on mine. I turned mine on.
No way. I remember when I first got Discord, that aggravated me to
Right?
death. Being honest
Because
with you.
he kept going.
Yeah. Even people over here are paying too much attention to that election, even more than one we have here. The whole world is, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you why. We promise not to get super deep with this, but the whole world is watching this right now because it actually does matter. You know, you got some
Yep.
superpowers as far as like people in positions of power in different countries like China, Russia,
Mhm.
Iran, stuff like that, and they watching to see, you know, who's it gonna be or whatever the case may be. But that's neither here nor there. The reason that we're bringing it up is because I don't know. I get really tired of like people letting this alter their life.
Yeah.
You know, I get tired of like how people mistreat people because of whoever they choose to vote for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like BX says, I just learned about the 15th Amendment. What's the 15th Amendment?
That's
You know?
that gave black males the right to vote.
Okay. Oh, that's the okay. I got you.
Mhm.
Okay, now I remember. Now I remember. I do
And
have
then-
remember.
Yeah.
Remember
Then later
John?
on, the then it became the women, black women.
Right. Yes. And that's why it's so important for black people to go vote. So, again, you know what bothers me is how people allow this election. Because what to me, election years divide the country more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is literally like a line in the sand, and you have Democrat and you got Republican, and Independent somewhere down the middle, right? And people will literally judge you, like as a person, your personality, everything that you stand by, based on who you choose to vote for.
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to my son about this last night. He was like, I don't think he's only 18, by the way, y'all. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. I said, you're right. It doesn't make any sense because it's a personal decision with who you choose to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna I got people who I know who vote a particular way, and I don't look at them any different.
Right.
I just don't. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be like, you're a piece of trash because you voted for blah, blah, blah. You voted for
Mhm.
Harris or you voted for Trump. Like, vote for whoever you feel like you need to vote for and then
Yeah.
keep it moving. That's how I see it.
Yep. Exactly how I see it.
You know, I mean, what do you think about people who judge you just on account of, you know, who you side with?
I think people just don't be thinking. Cause I mean, like you said, why does it matter who I vote for? You know, everybody that's gonna vote is gonna vote for who they think is the best fit for the USA, which
Right.
is one of the most powerful countries on this planet. So they want to make sure that they get the right person in that's gonna do right by the country. But I feel like a lot of people, when these debates come out and things are being said, then it's like they look at this they look at this emotionally instead of logically.
Very much so.
And then when
Yes.
you state your opinion, whether it be on social media or you having a face-to-face conversation, then it becomes an all-out war, and it's like, oh, I can't mess with you now. You know, we can't be friends, and baza. Oh, you voting for this black woman because she's black, or you voting for this guy and he's a racist, so you're racist, and it's like, bro, it ain't even like that.
Yeah. No. I wish people would stop being so putting their personal feelings into it. There's too much personal feelings involved with these things. Like there's very little logic when it should be.
Yeah.
So I asked my son. Let me respond to what BX says. He says, when you say you are black and a Christian, you have a target on your back. Yes.
100%.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, there's a lot of people who will other black people who will criticize you because of your faith. Like, oh, that's the white man's religion, and that's like one of the first things they say, that's the white man's religion, when that's just an ignorant statement, because one of the first Bibles to come to fruition was the
Africa.
Ethiopian Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, Ethiopia is in Africa, and they got that access to that long before Europe did. So, yeah, I get it. You do have a target on your back. But what I was gonna say, just to piggyback off of your point, where you said who's the best run to do the job, I asked my son this question. I said, on one side, you have people who are sensationalizing a candidate, who are puffing them up, they're popular, all of these different things. And then you have one on the other side that has a track record for business, and no other country has dared to cross the line when he was in position of power, if we're being honest. And he's proven that he could do that. So I asked my son a question, not trying to sway his judgment, but I said, I said, the presidential election is like applying for a job, because that's what it is. You want the most qualified person to do it, right? You want the most qualified, you want the most direct individual that can run the country, because that's the job title.
Yep.
We don't care about what you do in your private time. We don't care about, as long as you ain't doing it illegal, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? But personalities, like, I don't like how such and such talks. I don't like how they worded this. I'm like, well, it's not a friendship competition, man. It's a who's best for the job. So I asked my son, who would you hire? The person that's just popular, or the person that is known for getting the job done? And he was like, the person that's known for getting the job done. It's not personal, I know I've literally heard people who said that I'm voting for Trump, and I'm not necessarily a fan of his. They say that. They've said that. Like, they're like, I don't really like how he talks. I don't really like his mannerism. However, this, and this. And then they go down the list of things in which that they can resonate with. So that's why he gets it. And then vice versa. You have people who like Harris, because, she says she's going to do this. She says she's going to do that. Really, really, really good with her words. People like it, what she says, and they can resonate with her. So what I tell people is vote logically and who you can resonate with.
Yep.
I know some great people who are on both sides. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
And the point that we're bringing this up is because the title of this podcast is Live Your Life with a Purpose. And don't just base it on Donald Trump's in the White House, or Kamala Harris is in the White House, or Joe Biden's in the White House. Like, they don't know you.
They don't.
They don't know you.
Not from a needle in a haystack.
Oh, they don't know you. You probably won't ever see them. I mean, I don't know. You probably could. You go to some rally or something. You never know. But
yeah, 9
times out of 10, I ain't never seen no president in person. So I'm just stating facts from my life. I've been through quite a few presidents, and it didn't stop me from going out here, getting what's mine.
Doing what I gotta do.
Doing what I have to do, enjoying my life. There's some people that feel like it's the end of the world if one person or the other gets in the White House. I'm like, well, it might be the end of your world.
It's like the people who said if Trump won, they were gonna move to Canada. Hey, if that's gonna help you live your life, if that's gonna help you live your life, go for it, man.
Look, I see it now. I see people like, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. I
Not
can't
one-
afford to go that far.
Nope.
Heck, that's gonna fix. You know
Yeah.
something? You know the counter argument for that right there. I love it when people say that because they act like the grass is greener on the other side. Like I'm gonna move out the country. Like you do understand that you're not ready to move to another country.
Because you don't know the culture.
No.
You don't know their currency.
Nothing.
You don't know what their healthcare is like.
Right.
So
Folks be like, I'm gonna go to China. I'm like, you want to go to China? Are you serious?
boy, you do the one wrong gesture.
Dude, they just now in 2021. Now remember now, at one point in China, we're not trying to make this an international conversation, but we just rolling. We're gonna roll with it. It used to be where you could only have 2 kids in China. That a 2-child law. You had 2 kids, enjoy your family. You have another kid, you get 40% of your income gets taxed. 40.
That's rough.
If you have another child, 40%.
That is rough.
That's China, folks. And they just did away with that 3 years ago. And then before that, it was there for as long as I can remember. And they just decided to let people have as many kids as they want, as you should.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like as long as you can take care of your kids, have them. Have as many as you want. But my point is that why would people think that the grass is greener on the other side? You want to go somewhere like that can just easily flip the switch like that and be like, that's it, no more kids for nobody.
Yeah.
You know? And the list just goes on with different places, like somebody leaving the country because of who's in the White House. That's crazy. You gonna stop your life. You're gonna stop living your life just because of who's in the White House. Stop it.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then, you know, I was reading that text that you sent me, and all that you said was that it said was 100% true. Because at the end of the day, chat, we only serve one person, and that's the Lord above.
That's it.
So
That's
I mean, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Because when we leave this earth, none of this president, none of this election stuff is really gonna matter. So why are we worrying about it?
You know what? Let's go ahead. Let me read that.
Go ahead and read it real quick.
I want to read it.
Tell him.
So yeah. Let's just talk to him for a second. Let me find that. I got so many text messages. All right, so check this out, folks, and y'all can't see it, but you know it's right there on the screen. So it says after the election is over, we can still guarantee these results. Number 1, God is still on his throne.
And ain't going nowhere.
Ain't never going nowhere. Number 2, Jesus will still be King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
It ain't going nowhere.
People keep forgetting this. Why do they keep forgetting this?
Because come election, the religion is all out the window.
Yes.
It's always out the window.
Number 3, the Bible will still have all the answers to every problem.
Every single one.
Not your favorite politician. The Word of God has the answers to all problems. Number 4, the tomb will still be empty. All while many years will go by and these candidates that we know today are going to be occupying some caskets one day.
Yep.
You know, the Bible says, from the dust you come, the dust you shall return.
Dust you shall return.
But the tomb is still empty. Number 5, Jesus will Jesus will still be, I like this one. Jesus will still be the only way to heaven.
Wow.
Look, I hate to bust y'all's bubbles out there. You know, I don't know what everybody believes. It looks like everybody here is on the same page, but there ain't no alternatives. There ain't no no detours. There's only one way. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man shall come to the Father except through me. I don't care how arrogant that sounds. I don't care how it's direct. It's direct. Jesus said, I'm the way.
Boy, y'all better come with it.
Hey, number 6, prayer still works. It will still make a difference, and God will still answer prayer. You can make arguments. You can make ask questions to your favorite politician. They don't mean they're gonna answer it. They don't mean they're gonna honor it.
Right.
In fact, they probably more than likely won't. Number 7. Ooh, number 7. The cross, not the government, will still be our salvation. Man.
Because if I remember correctly, didn't he
facts,
say something?
Carlos.
Didn't he say something about no principalities or laws?
Nothing's above Jesus. Nothing's above Jesus. No one. Number 8. There will still be room at the cross.
Still room.
As long as you got air in your lungs and a mind that's functionable, there's always an opportunity to come to the Lord all the time.
Every opportunity.
Now, neither one of these politicians or just candidates have said anything remotely close to that. You claim you want the best for the country and you want to, how could you leave Jesus out of it?
Yep.
Number 9, Jesus will still save anyone who places their faith and trust in him.
Facts.
Anybody.
100.
Don't matter what you did, don't matter where you been, don't matter where you at.
We are the prodigal son, if y'all had noticed.
Yeah, right. And number 10, God will still be with us always. He will never leave us nor forsake us. And this is, like I said, the title here is After the Election is Over. And it's like that now. And when it's over, and when the next one's over, and the next one, it's still the same.
Still the same.
It's still the same, which is why we really should not be allowing stuff like this to dominate our minds more than our faith. We shouldn't be letting this come. All of this that's going on right now completely contradicts the Bible. God told us to love one another,
even your enemies.
Even your enemies, and people they're not thinking about that right now. They trash talking each other, putting each other down, just really, really trying to make each side make each other look bad. Like there's no unity.
Yeah.
I pray for my enemies. Yes, absolutely.
You got to.
The Lord, you got. Dude, what does it profit not to? What does it profit not to?
Nothing.
I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'll give you an example. So, about what is this? 2024. Maybe about 13 years ago. I used to work with this guy, and he was just very different, very attention seeker. That's the best way I can really describe him. And one day, he decided he wanted to get me and another coach out of the way. So he told a lie on us, said that we were doing some stuff at work that we shouldn't have been doing. And our boss was like, that's not even D's character. I can't even see him doing that.
Yeah.
And it turned out that it was obviously a lie. And what ended up happening is that he got fired for doing what he accused me of doing. So he was actually doing it. He's trying to take the heat off himself by putting it on me.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I was angry and I wanted to fight. Like, bro, like this was before Christ, y'all. This was before
Yeah.
I came to the Lord. So anything could have happened. I was like, don't let me see you outside of here. Seriously, bro. Anyway, when
That's
I came
crazy.
to Jesus, you know, he convicted me about that immediately. And I had to forgive that person.
Yeah.
I had to forgive that person. And that was that. Here we are 13 years later, I still see him all the time. We don't work together, but I still see him all the time. And I don't it's not there no more. I don't feel like any anger. I can have words with him. I probably would never be his friend for sure.
Yeah.
But I could at least talk to him. So long story short, I think he's going through some really serious stuff right now. I think his wife may have like left him and took the kids away. And I'm thinking in my head, like, you know, what did you do now?
Mm-hmm.
And when I got up this morning, I was reading my word and I was praying, and then I got on Facebook and I saw him, and then God prompted it on my heart. He's like, why don't you pray for him? I was like, wow. I said, I ain't never prayed for this man.
Yeah.
I said, I thought forgiving was enough.
Yeah.
Why I
And
gotta
see-
pray for him?
And see, that right there is living with a purpose.
Yes.
That right there is living with a purpose. You are literally praying for your enemies. Like, cause you hear a lot of people talk about, oh, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I think y'all really would. Y'all just saying that to.
Of course they would. Of course they would.
So, like, that right there, the fact that you were able to pray for someone that tried to get you fired, just speaks volumes about your walk with Christ, and that could be for anybody, because, like Carlos said, why are you spending that energy on hating somebody? You know,
Yeah.
spend that energy being productive.
Right.
So, you know, that's what we mean by living with a purpose. You know, you can look back in, you know, the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes. That's a lot of living with purpose right there.
Yeah.
A lot of it. You know, I mean, even after Christ died on the cross and ascended into heaven, you got Paul still preaching, you got Peter still preaching, you got all the apostles still preaching, living your life with a purpose. And like, we don't, when we say living your life with a purpose, we don't necessarily also, we're not excluding, like, you know, you taking trips with your family, you know, you doing something that you've always wanted to do. You want to skydive, go skydive, you know, because I've always wanted to skydive. I don't know why, but
Don't do that.
looks interesting.
Don't do that.
But
well,
I definitely want to go skiing for sure.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's fine. I just saw something disturbing that was skydiving related. so-
the lady that was taking pictures on the plane.
No.
Oh, okay. This is a different
No,
one.
it was an 18-year-old. He jumped out of his first jump, and
Uh-huh.
the parachute didn't open.
Ooh.
Yeah, and yeah, I think we all know how that ended.
Did he jump out by himself or with a trainer?
No, we had an instructor.
Oh.
However, the instructor was not certified.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's,
Ooh.
yeah, it was.
Oh man.
I mean, you didn't see it, but
Yeah.
you know, the GoPro didn't show that, but it showed them free falling, and
Yeah.
that was about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that company's getting sued.
They got the judge ordered $40 million to the family.
Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a big chunk of money, but that
That
ain't gonna
is.
bring your son back though.
Not one
He
bit.
died. He died right in front of his mom.
Ooh. I
She
know
was
it's gonna
there.
be very traumatic.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I didn't mean to like knock you off of what you were saying.
No. I feel you.
That came to mind. Like, don't jump out no plane.
But
you're right though. You're right. Do all of those things. Have fun. Uh, Living your life, doing what makes you happy, doing what makes you feel fulfilled,
mm-hmm.
doing what you consider to be successful, day in and day out, not letting anybody stop you or any election or what anybody says.
Yeah.
One thing I learned as I got older is that you feel a lot more liberated when you stop caring about what people think about you.
Oh my
You know,
goodness. Yes.
what people
Yes.
say, what people think, what people say. I don't care, man. I just don't care anymore.
Not one bit. Not one
Dude,
bit at all.
Carlos said, how the heck does one go out without an instructor? I want to get certified. There's one organism that does certifications, and you need a lot of jumps before you are certified. I don't know how that happened, Carlos. I don't know. I just followed the story and it popped. I wasn't even searching for it. It just popped up on my news feed, and it was like the kid. He had a full scholarship to do something with computer engineering or something, and he didn't even get started with life, man. You know, it's just one of those really, really freak accidents, unfortunate accidents and stuff. So
Right.
but every day. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you really live your life to the fullest, like every day?
No.
How about
Nah.
y'all? Y'all can answer the same thing in the chat. Do you feel like y'all live your life to the fullest every day? Because I don't either. I mean, I live my life, but I don't live it
Like
to the
we
fullest.
right. We don't live it like we think about it in our brain.
Right. I guess I'll go first. Like what that looks like for me. I love what I do, of course, but it does get in the way of a lot of what I want to do outside of work. You know, if I had more free time, I could do a lot more things that I want to do. You know, and they're not necessarily like, you know, material going on shopping sprees and stuff like that. That ain't really it right there. You know, I would much rather take my time and take my family shopping. I would get a kick out of that. But just living to the fullest, no, I can't say that I do.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of us really truly live to the fullest extent. But what does that look like? I guess that's different for everybody. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
BW says no. Carlos says not quite.
Not quite. I'm gonna say for me, this is something that me and some of my friends, when we were all going to church together, that we would talk about all the time. And I'm a kind of switch it up a little bit from living your life to the fullest to leaving a legacy. Basically, and what that looks like is when you leave this earth, how many people have you impacted? Like it's not about it's not about going on trips all the time. It's not about stacking your money. It's not about shopping sprees or buying the nicest cars or buying the biggest house. You know, for me, success is like, obviously, yeah, I got a roof over my head. I got transportation. I got food I can put on the table. Whenever I get that chance, I can take my family out of town for a relaxing vacation. But all of in the end, rest in peace to Chester. In the end, it doesn't really matter. It's the impact that you leave behind. It's the, like Carlos said, it's the lessons and the experience that you learn as you get older. That's how I feel like living your life to the fullest is.
That's a great way of putting it because when you say change it to living life with lead to leave a legacy, when we think about it, number one, we're not going to be here forever.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we do, everything that we say should be governed towards making the future better. Our kids,
Mm-hmm.
our grandkids, they're the ones like who are going to be here far, far, far into the future. And everything that we teach them and everything we do is either gonna make things better or it's gonna destroy
Yeah.
things. So, and that's how I perceive myself. Like I feel like throughout the day, I do try to make it on a point to help somebody, at least one person, throughout the day.
Yeah.
And that could look like any type of way, whether it could be just me stopping to give them my time, to acknowledge them, to listen to them, to give them my take on things, because some people just want to be heard, some people just want to talk, and I get that because we live in a world where everybody's busy and stuff. And I've had so many people tell me like, man, I'm so glad that you said what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That gave me what I needed to go through my day. And I know a lot of us don't really think about it that deep, but you could be making an impact on somebody in a positive way, and they could take what you did to make an impact on somebody else, who would not have received that if you had not taken the time out
Right.
to make an impact on them.
It's just like what it says in the Bible. We entertain angels and don't even know it.
Right.
So
Correct. So that's why I feel like we need to slow down a little bit, because it's not all about just making money. Like you can make so much money. Like it says this in Ecclesiastes. Like Solomon said, my heart is heavy right now.
mm-hmm.
My heart's heavy and I'm in sorrow. And it continues to say, because I don't know what the next person is gonna do with what I built. I don't know whether they're gonna squander it. I don't know whether they're going to establish it. I don't know whether they're gonna make it better. I don't know because I can't take it with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even King Solomon acknowledged that he had it all and it still was nothing. But we got so many people out here that's like paper chasers and hustling and grinding. Look, by all means, we got to take care of ourselves. Do what you got to do. But there's no getting past that.
Yeah.
But also live with a purpose that is going to not just promote yourself,
Yeah.
but promote other people, to a higher standard.
Yeah.
Living with purpose. Go ahead.
It's just like my motto. You see it on the shirt. I'm sorry, it's backwards. Catch vibes, not feelings. That's the motto, guys.
Yeah, it's backwards on the stream, but not on yours. It's like my shirt's backwards on the screen, but not the stream.
It's so messed up.
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
At some point, like, what does your shirt say? Like, it's backwards. So don't worry about what it says. You should learn to read backwards.
Yeah.
How about that? So, again, going back to my point about when I stopped caring about what people thought, that was, again, for me, that was liberating.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, anybody who knows me knows that, I'm pretty darn outspoken. And I wasn't always like that, believe it or not. I wasn't. I used to always, just keep to myself and stay low key. And one day I don't know. A lot of the friends I used to have, like when I was a teenager, ended up moving away, and it was kind of just me.
Mm-hmm.
And started kind of falling into other crowds and not around the typical judgmental kids from the hood. No, why are you thinking like that? Why are you talking like that? Why are you playing that video game? Why are you this? Why are you? They're not really questioning why I do things or why the way I do things, and but more so just accepting that this is just who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I stopped caring about that, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say what I want with respect, of course, and just
Keep it
um,
moving.
yeah, just keep it moving. And that's how I feel like everybody should be. There's a lot of people. I talked to a young lady about this yesterday. I said, it's so many people out here that's quiet. Like, why are there so many people that's silent? Like, we got like, I don't know, what, 3-4 billion people on the planet. And we live in a silent society, believe it or not. Because most people they don't talk on the phone no more. They barely like to like have face-to-face conversations.
Mm-hmm.
It's just DM, texting, messenger. That's pretty much all it is now. And people have just kind of forgotten how to like use their mouth and chat. I
Yeah.
think that's a form of disability right there when you don't use your vocals to express yourself
Mm-hmm.
and do it in a manner to where, well, I don't care about what anybody thinks or what this person's gonna say. It's like me, I'm bold about my faith. You know, I tell people I love the Lord. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus, and I don't care about what anybody thinks about that. Like, why would I care about what anybody thinks?
Yeah.
You know, if I care about what people think, that's suppressing me from living my life. So I think that if we get to this point, we just got to accept that, regardless of what it is, whatever you're down with or whatever you do, everybody's just not gonna like it, and you got to be
Right.
okay with that.
Yeah. Yep. You got to be. Life is too short to be worrying about what other people think about you.
Yeah, man. Carlos says, we just need a big enough passive income so that we can relax a little. Spend time with the family, not worrying what could happen after. Yeah, Carlos, there's nothing like going on a vacation and then kind of worrying about like
Mm-hmm.
the work that you missed. Because most of us, I ain't there yet. I ain't really got no passive income yet.
Yeah.
But you know, when you decide to go on those trips and vacations and stuff like that,
You
you're
got to
not
grind
working.
when you come back.
Yeah, man, you got to go back. You know, I found myself when we went to Houston, not Houston, Austin. When we were there, I told myself I'm gonna enjoy myself and all this stuff, and I'm not gonna worry about nothing when I get back. And we were in our bedroom, and you know, I probably shouldn't even looked at my emails. Honestly, looked at my email and saw that I got, you know, just an invoice for this, you know, pay this big bill. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So, I mean, needless to say, it got done,
Yeah.
but still, like, it would be nice to be able to like do things and not have to worry about, not worry, but be concerned about how am I gonna pay for this or how am I gonna pay for that.
Mm.
You know, and I tend to do that every year.
Oh, man.
Carlos says it is the lessons and experience. Oh yeah, I already read that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a vacation, just daily life, picking them up from school without okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I can relate to that. I really truly can relate to that, Carlos, because sometimes I feel so bad because a lot of times Crafty will go pick the boys up to come home. I get to talk to him for about maybe 5 minutes before I got to go. That's my fault for like setting up my schedule like that, and I need to do better with that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I need to do better with that. Sometimes there was a time where I made myself unavailable to when it came to taking them to school and when it came to like picking them up. Cause she takes them to school Monday through Wednesday. I take them to school Thursday and Friday. That's non-negotiable though. Like
Yeah.
I have to do that. Like I just got that, or they're not gonna get to school, so they don't ride the bus. We don't want them to ride the bus.
Don't
And when
blame
it
me.
comes up, you know, and she picks them up from school every day. So that's kind of our system. But I do understand what you mean, Carlos. Just spending extra time with them without feeling like you're on a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but at the same time, I think that our lives are like kind of centered around like structured schedules in the first place. Like you have you have this appointment at 9 o'clock. You got that appointment at 11 o'clock. You have to do
Right.
this. You have to do that. So
Yep.
I mean, I
Yep.
guess it's like what we do with that time in between, to give ourselves enough time to do what we need to do. Like I have trouble waking up in the morning sometimes. Like I got to work early. Sometimes I can't seem to like get up early enough to like have time for myself. Like get up and pray,
Mm-hmm.
get up and read my word. Lately, I've been waking up like 30 to 25 minutes before I got to work. That tells you that tells you all you need to know as far as like what I'm doing within that time period. I'm
Yeah.
rushing,
Yeah.
trying to find something to wear, and hope I don't get pulled over speeding down the street.
Yeah. I mean, it really comes down to time management. You know, that's one thing that I learned in the car industry, well, in the car business. You know, how do you utilize your time while, throughout your day? Because
Yeah,
I had a schedule when I was in the car business where, you know, our meetings would start at like 8:30, but I'd get there like 8 o'clock. And as soon as I got there, I was checking emails, doing what I need to do. We did our meeting. After that, I do an inventory walk just to make sure there's, no new inventory, or if there's new inventory, I know where it's at. After that, answer more emails, make phone calls, post
yeah,
something on social media. I feel like having a time management, I feel like to a lot of us is our Achilles heel.
yeah. Yeah. Carlos said a good schedule is helpful, but having that much focus on work is killing society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it makes it puts. I don't know how we got to this point, man. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, everything's too expensive. That's one thing. So because the cost of living is so high, it's just really hard to not be work focused.
Yeah.
Like if everything wasn't so expensive, maybe we wouldn't focus on work so much. Because there's people working 2 and 3 jobs just to like survive right now. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really difficult to not focus on work. I tried so hard to not focus on it, and I think I do a decent job. When I'm home, I'm home.
Yeah.
I probably should be turning my phone off sometimes, but at the same time, like what I do is I don't I love what I do. It doesn't stress me out, but it's still work nonetheless, and it does take my time, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
But I understand, Carlos. I don't get why people need
Need
so
some.
much money.
Carlos
How
if
I don't really understand okay, Carlos. I don't know how it is in the Dominican Republic, bro.
man, look.
Man, dude, it's
I'm a
so
I'm a
bad here.
I'm gonna put it this way, Carlos. When you have to grocery shop and find coupons just so you can get as many groceries as you want at a cheaper price, that's when you know it costs too much.
Yeah, we have I don't know what y'all got over there, but I know here we have a Publix and we have Walmart. I think we all know what Walmart is. I guess
Mm,
y'all got Walmart in the Dominican Republic, right, Carlos? We like to go to Publix because it's closer to home. It's clean and it's just good quality stuff there. But it's so expensive. It is
it
so
is.
expensive, man. I
It
looked at.
is.
I was just looking at the one day. I never did this before until recently. I looked at the prices of like some of the items there, and I'm like $6 for a box of oatmeal. $6,
Wow.
man. I said, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. I said, I ain't buying this. Not that I can, but I ain't buying this. So I go to Walmart. You gotta go to Walmart and buy it, man. I mean, it's like $3. It's like half the price at Walmart. And I don't like going to Walmart shopping. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. If I can help it, I don't go.
Like when we grocery shop, we go to 3 different places for our groceries. We go to Kroger for like, because that's where, you know, we both have accounts, so, you know, we can clip the coupons. We go there for like some stuff like water, cereal, stuff like that. We'll go to Walmart because they have the beef ribs that we want. And then we go to Target for chicken because they normally have their chicken is pretty good, but they normally have like a buy one get one half off or a buy one get one free, or they have some discounted. So like we're all over the place.
And that's what you got to, and Carlos, that's just what you got to do here in America, man. Like, the cost of living is really high, like really, really high. And I'm in Florida, you're in Mississippi, and these ain't even the worst states. Don't get me wrong, Florida's it's starting to get expensive. Like California, for instance, there's some people living out of their like vehicles in California. That's how bad it is in California right now. Like that's probably the worst state to live in at the moment, California. Look, I ran the calculations. If I earn 35,000 more in my currency, I can live comfortably. You know, so that's a good question right there. You know, how much money would it take for you to live comfortable? Like, what does that look like?
Right. Because, I mean, I've seen, as of right now, if the total, is it the total household income in at least 150 or 175K, you're struggling?
Yeah, and that's most people.
That is most people. Unless you're a doctor or a lawyer or a CEO, you ain't living comfortable according to those standards.
Well, right. Okay. Yeah. That's to me. There's a lot of things that you have to consider and reconsider with that data, because everybody doesn't need the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we all have different needs, different essentials and stuff like that. What's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for you, or what's comfortable to you and might not be comfortable for me.
Right.
You know, some people are just, I don't know, man. Like, that's a lot of money right there to say that you need that to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The
By so
abandoned
much
cousin.
abandoned. By so much money, I meant all the millionaires and billionaires, like on salary of the thousands, and you can live a very comfortable live. But yet you want those millions that you won't ever even use because you ain't got the need. I do get that. I get where you coming from, Carlos. Like, why do people want to be millionaires and billionaires and stuff? Like, I mean, if you're a billionaire, you're basically set for life, and many generations to come too. Is there a such thing as too much money? Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I do think so. I don't think one person needs that much money. You know, unless as you're so rich, at some point there ain't nothing else to do but to give it away.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can really do. Because what do you do when you have bought everything that you want? What do you do then?
You can't do anything because you bought everything you want.
You have bought everything that you want. What are you going to do to satisfy yourself now? You know, like you bought the mansion, you bought the cars, you got the yacht, you got the land, you got the businesses, you got everything. Now what?
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I feel like, you know, giving to other people probably makes somebody else's life better.
Yeah, yeah. Bill Gates is already giving away. Well, he need to send something my way then.
Right? He ain't cut me a check.
Not one check at all.
He ain't cut me a check, man. Like, come on, man. Like, if you giving it away, sign me up.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
what's his name? Jeff Bezos need to do that. Elon Musk.
As much as we shop on Amazon,
Come on,
man.
dude. Come on, man. My calculations cover the proper use of credit cards, not like using them to make ends meet and juggle. A single chick would. They can afford to give. I feel like they can afford to give at least $100,000 to every American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's just say that Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Trump. Let's say they all came together. They can cut at least $100,000 to everybody.
Yep.
And even though that's not $1 million, even though it's not a billion, that still has the potential to change somebody's life. If you use that right, it can change your life. Because you can flip that.
Mm-hmm.
You can make that $1 million if you know your stuff. So.
Yep.
But I think we pretty much then made our point with this subject here. You got anything you want to say to close us out with?
Mac, chat, keep doing your thing. Keep living life to the fullest. Laugh, love, live. But at the end of the day, always give your glory back to the Most High, because if it wasn't for Him, we wouldn't be here on this earth. So just keep being you. Keep being unapologetically you. Put it that way. Never change who you are to make other people happy. Because in the end of the day, they might be happy, but you ain't happy because you don't change yourself. So that's all I got.
Yeah, and just to add to that, just be authentic. Like, don't dim your light for anybody. Shine. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. Say what you want, say what's on your mind, dress how you want, do what you want, as long as it's legal, of course.
That part.
Because because I've learned that no matter what you do, there's always going to be people who criticize. There's always going to be people that have something to say. You can't stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing we can do to stop that. So if that's not the focus and you're not worried about that, then there's really nobody that can steal your thunder, man. Like, seriously, just live your life. Because the fact is that, and again, give glory to God for every day that you get. So we should be redeeming our days the best that we can anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we don't know how much time we have left. We don't know how many years, how many days. We just don't know. And some people like to use the quote, live like there's no tomorrow. And it's true, because we as much as I would love to tell y'all, we'll see you next time. We don't know.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be a next time, it might not. If it is, praise God. If it's not, then I'll see y'all when y'all get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Doc, what's good, bro? Welcome in.
Welcome on in. Welcome. So, do you have any plugs you want to let folks know about, like watch your streams or any events you got coming up?
Yeah. So, starting next Monday. If you are new to the channel, if you notice these things on my arms, these are my insulin. Well, this is my insulin pump. This is my sensor that reads my sugar. I am type 1 diabetic, and I have been roommates with this thing for about 6 years now, and I am trying to give it the eviction notice, but still working on that one. So, next month is considered National Diabetes Awareness Month, so I will be doing a month-long charity stream to raise money for diabetes awareness and research. I'll be streaming on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays hopefully. But next Monday, I will actually be streaming on the Breakthrough T1D channel. I'll be playing a scary game because it's part of our little humble bundle package. I'll be playing The Devil in Me. So if you guys ever played that game or wanted to see somebody play that game, feel free to drop by because it's going to be a fun time. But for the most part, this whole next month is going to be about finding a cure for type 1 diabetes. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like there is a cure out there. They're just not giving it to us. But, but you know, this really helps me along with other diabetics when it comes to like insulin costs and things of that nature. There will be some chaos happening. I will be eating Bean Boozles, spicy and random, and by popular demand, I will be eating bugs as well.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, you might want to come check that one out.
Crunchy stuff.
Yeah, very crunchy. That is all that I can think of right now. Yeah, that's pretty much my plug.
Okay, that's what's up. I don't really have much to plug, to be honest with you. I was gone for about a month because, like I said, I've been super busy. Came back and streamed on Monday. Just to try to pay some homage to Spooky Time. We streamed The Quiet Place, which I think that. Have you beaten it yet?
Nah, I haven't.
Okay, so it's getting interesting. It is. It is definitely getting interesting. I'm probably gonna stream again on Saturday. I don't know what time yet. I have to decide on what time. Because I'm trying to, get back in the groove of it, especially on the time and the days in which I can afford to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I'm not gonna be able to do it next Monday for sure. So again, I can't like marry to a single day, and but I know the weekend is probably gonna be the best time for me, for the most part. So, but yeah, that's all I got. No more plugs. Just everything is well over this way.
Yes.
Actually, let me see.
And chat, if y'all want to follow our links, our personal channels, those are the links right there. Like I said, I normally go live. I normally stream Mondays and Tuesdays, and then we do the podcast on Wednesdays. But with this being a special event, I'll be doing Monday, Tuesdays, podcast on Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So I'm trying to pull some links up from YouTube if I can find my other channel.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. I got this one right here. So I'll put this in the chat. So y'all want to follow me or subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's my one of the channels there. Manicia Speaks. Just like the name here. I talk about just about any and everything on that channel. So check that out. Definitely appreciate that. Link is wrong. Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah,
wrong.
it didn't put the. Yeah, you got to go to your actual channel.
Oh, okay.
So, and for everybody that is coming in a little bit late, obviously we're about to end. But if you if you want to check out the VOD, it'll still be up on Twitch, but I will be uploading it over to YouTube so you can see the full thing.
Right.
And we'll try to get some clips out of it, supposed, because we done dropped the ball on that too.
Well, we're doing the best. Yeah. Give us some breaks. So, y'all have an amazing night.
Yes.
We won't be here next week.
Right.
Yeah, we won't be here next week. So, every first Wednesday out of the month, we have first Wednesday service at my church. So I like to try to be there. and that does fall on the podcast day. So, but we will be back the following Wednesday, which will give us a little bit more time to do some promoting and stuff. So, but other than that, hopefully everybody out there has an amazing night.
Yes.
And
yep.
We'll see y'all the next time.
Indeed.
Move things up.
Indeed. And we're actually going to do something different tonight. I just thought about this. We're actually going to do our outro as our intro as our outro.
Oh, okay.
So I just thought about this. So
let's do that.
Without further ado, guys, we hope y'all have a great night. We love y'all. Bearded out.
Peace.
God your father now.